How you boys doing? Alright, got some great news for you boys. Listen up. We got Alex Pereira fight week, baby. Let's go. I'm gassed, you're gassed, everyone's happy, everyone's buzzing. But unfortunately, we're gonna have to go through all the fights. Let me give you my predictions. Let me give you my thoughts. If you want to comment them, tell me a little bit, dog. Let's boost this video up, eh? Alright, cool. We'll start with the co-main event. We've got Justin Genji versus Rafael Fiziev. This is a very interesting fight because Justin Genji is the favorite. When you first watched the fight, I had Justin Genji winning the first fight as well, and I also just thought Justin Genji would just beat him again. Just because Justin Genji's been training, Fiziev is coming off an injury, long layoff. However, you start to think about it more, and you start to look at the statistics, and you start to look at their last fights, and you start to see what's happening, and you just realize Fiziev is 31 years old. He's in his prime. Justin Genji is 37 years of age. Justin Genji beat Tony Ferguson at 37 as well. Fiziev has definitely been training in this 1 year off. He's been in shape as you have seen him. He's coming off injuries, that means he's definitely rehabilitating, and he really wants to get out. Genji's coming off one of his most devastating knockout fights of all time. If you watch that original clip, he's been knocked out for like 30 seconds, 40. Not even like he's slumped over. And before him, he was fighting Dan Hooker, which is Dan Hooker's a greatly down fighter, straight punches, coming at you the whole time, high pressure, but very tall and rangy. Now he's fighting a short, stocky person, and I just don't see it. The fight is too much of a change, and I just see Justin Genji getting knocked not done. But I do see Fiziev beating him 2-1 coming into the round, and I think Justin Genji picks up the third round. I think it's just completely opposite to the normal fight as it was. But hey, let's start with the early prelims. We'll work our way up all the way to the main event, and I'll tell you my thoughts and betting predictions that you should be doing. Okay, Chris Gutierrez versus John Castaneda. This one should go on your lips. Maybe it should not go on your lips. But you pick Chris Gutierrez. You're going up to fight Jordan Santos versus Ozzy Diaz. That guy's name is actually Ozzy. And he's, how is that a professional fighter? How is that a professional fighter? I don't even know. Just pick Santos, he's Brazilian. He probably made out of the slums. Don't even know anything about that fight. Marion Santos versus Francis Marshall. Another one that I didn't really know much about. And I really didn't want to research about it. But just to be fair, Francis Marshall looks like a boy in a movie who's very rich and shit, but very successful. I want to go with him. They both fight. This to be fair is a mere match. Oh, wait, 155. What is this fighting even? Who gives a shit? Francis Marshall. Moving all the way up to the flipping prelims, we've got Alex Morono versus Carlos Leon. This one is a simple formula. It's not been made by Albert Einstein. It's made by AJ. AJ made this formula. If Alex Morono is fighting, if he is anywhere on the card, he will lose that fight. I don't know why they keep picking him. Alex Morono versus Carlos Leal. Carlos Leal will beat him. I don't even know how. Just Alex Morono is probably just shit. We've got a middleweight fight, Bruno Ferreira versus Armin Petrosian. This is a fight I'm actually very interested about. And this is the fight that I'm going to be picking Bruno Ferreira. And this is because he is the same lad that knocked out Robocop, who's a recent guy that just got knocked out by the black Jared Cannonier. He's not. Armin's on a 2-loss win streak. He got knocked out in his last fight. While Bruno just got a decision. Bruno is way younger than this bloke. Oh my! If we just look at the ages, you're just looking at. Just trust me, Bruno Ferreira is in a better age gap than when it comes to the. I don't even know where this blood is. All right, that's all right. We'll move up the card. We've got Joshua Van versus Ray Tsuura. You pick Joshua Van. Curtis Blade versus Rizvan Kuniev. Rizvan Kuniev is a guy I don't even know. I don't even know how he's in. But he's never had a UFC fight, so I don't even know why they're booking him. I haven't really heard any hype on him on media, so I'm just going to pick with Curtis Blades because Curtis Blades never got me wrong. I know the other guy's a fat piece of shit, so that's about who we're going with. But I think I'm going to go with a guy that's not a fat piece of shit. We've got Bobby Green versus Mauricio Ruffy. I'm going to pick Mauricio Ruffy because he's got the hype, he's got the knowledge, he's got the power, he's actually got finesse. Again, Bobby Green, he's got great defense, but however, he doesn't really have much to threaten with unless he's shown that fight against that one boy who was undefeated. Goddamn. But still, I'm going to pick Mauricio Ruffy. Amanda Lemos versus Ismael Lucendo. I don't know much about female fighters, but Ismael Lucendo is the guy that I've picked. Well, I think multiple times, and she's won every single time, and she's a good boxer. That's about all I know about her. The other bloke looks very old. I don't know how old, but yeah. This is one of my favorite fights in the whole card. Jalen Turner vs Ignacio Bohemendez. Two long rangey motherfuckers. But I think this is very simple. I'm picking Ignacio all the way. He's a better striker. He has a better style. He has that wrestling defense. He knows he's working that wrestling because he's in the same training camp as Bilal Muhammad. He has a better team. I love Bilal's teams in that corner. I don't even know who he trains with nowadays. Who does Turner even train with? I don't even know. But yeah, that's easy. And now we're moving on to the main event. We've got Alex Pereira, the UFC light heavyweight champion, versus Muhammad Ankalaev. I'll be honest with you, I have Ankalaev. This whole video thread, I had Ankalaev win. 32 years old versus a 38-year-old. 37-year-old. And I was going to be like, this is going to be my first time picking it against him. Which I'll be honest with you, is very rare for me. I've never picked against Alex Pereira before. So it's very new. Because I know Ankalaev has great striking. Not great, he has fine striking. He's definitely, this is going to be the worst striker that Alex Pereira has ever fought. Just sink that in for a second. His grappling is good. He's got great control when he is in grappling. He's 32 years old and Pereira is 37. However, now you dive deep into it, you look more into it. There's some problems now. Well, what is it? Well, first of all, Ankalaev is in Ramadan. He's been fasting. He hasn't been drinking properly. When he does do his weight cut, he's gonna have to wait for, I'm pretty sure, until Maghrib time to get rehydrated back. I just don't. And he's gonna, if he's gonna be wrestling, he's gonna need to have that big advantage above him. He's been waiting a long time. Ankalaev has actually been the number one contender for a very long time, but for some reason he's having to fight now. It's kind of like a Bilal Muhammad situation where he's having to fight now and should have had it 2 fights ago or 1 fight ago. But yeah. I was going to pick Ankalaev. However, the big factors now came into it, which I didn't really think about, is Ramadan. He's been training all the time. I don't even know how he's going to do without Ramadan. But I'm going to pick Alex Pereira on the notion that he is 38 years old. This is his last good fight that he's ever going to have. His last ever good fight. He will lose his next fight. Alex Pereira will lose his next fight. Alex Pereira has way better striking. Alex Pereira should have at least been getting his takedown way better with Glover Teixeira, especially now he's been honing it in and focusing way more. His takedown should be way better. And the last fight was Khalil Rountree. It was a styling matchup, and at the end of the day, everyone was like, oh, Khalil was a close fight and everything. It wasn't even close. It wasn't even close, bro. Alex Pereira was winning every round except for that one round that he got dropped in as a betty. That's how the story went. So, yeah, I'm going to pick Alex Pereira to win. And so if we run all back, make sure those are your picks. If you're going to be gambling, gamble responsibly. Don't follow my words. I'm a Muslim myself. I don't even gamble. But I'm pretty good at predictions. Alright, adios.